broccoli. So I'm just going to add some soil to my broccoli today. Today is going to be broccoli day. So I'll be sending out some lessons on broccoli. I hope you guys enjoy this. And my other thing I wanted to do was put my cantaloupes in the ground. I went to the store, bought some seeds. It said cantaloupe. Came home, read it again, and those are 4 watermelons that I really don't need. Yeah, I really don't need them, but we'll figure out and see what lives and what does not live. And this right here is my look. I'm not that good that I know what they are when I'm looking at them. This is a crooked neck squash. And you see how beautiful it is? Oh my god. And I don't have a green thumb, but this thing is working somehow. This is my eggplant. I really don't know who's going to eat this plant if I bear them, because I don't like eggplant. But this one's been looking a little sad. Now this one did have a bug. I caught it. I squeezed the heck out of him and got rid of him, and I hadn't seen any bugs again. And this leaf I'm going to end up taking off, because leaving dead leaves on your plant, it takes too much energy from producing the fruit. So if the leaf is already dying and crinkled up, just go ahead and snap it off at the bottom. It's not going to hurt the process of bearing fruit. So let me go and grab my soil and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back with my soil. I'm going to scoop some. So I can tell you about my garden. It's affordable gardening, because I'm not paying all that money for expensive stuff that we should actually be able to get naturally. But in some cases you have to buy, and then you learn, you know, all the soil I have. I know next year I just use amendments to richening my soil again. So let me bring you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. And if you can see in there, you can see the roots are sitting right there. Yeah, let me bring you a little closer so you can see. The roots are sitting right there. And I don't think the roots should be exposed. So I'm going to put in some soil, and there are going to be times when you're going to do this to your garden too, because remember, when it gets watered and all those wonderful things, the soil packs down, and you can always go and replenish the soil around itself. Put some to the back. Enough of that one, and then I'll take the rest of this, put in this one. So you will find that in my bed, everybody loves onion. I love onion in almost everything. So I have onion in each one of my beds. You can see it right here. I just stuck a seed in. If it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Now, I think this is, I don't know if this is one plant or 2 plants. And that may be why this one is stuck. I'm scared to rebag it. I just don't trust myself to do it. And they're growing so beautifully. I just don't know that they are heavy feeders, that they can't be in the same pot. But if someone knows, of course, let me know. So, broccoli, if you want to take a try at gardening, you've never done it before, you know, get you some starters from Home Depot, Walmart, a nursery if you're near one. Where I live, I can't seem to find a nursery, and yeah, by the time I got some people on Facebook to tell me some nurseries, I had all this gone already. So, and get you a bag of soil and get you a flower pot. It does not have to be a grow bag. It can be a flower pot. So you can see here, I have several different methods. I have one in a flower pot. This one is, it has a reservoir where it keeps water in the bottom and it helps keep it moist. Do I trust it? No. And then this one is in, these two are in a grow bag. This is in a bigger grow bag. This is in a 5-gallon grow bag. I think that's a 10-gallon grow bag. That one's in. So pretty reasonable. I get soil that I can afford. I get the soil that I want to afford, and you get your amendments like bone meal, plant meal, blood meal, and all of these things are like $8 a bag in Walmart, and it'll last you for a while. So you don't have to get a full-out garden. You can pick 1 or 2 fruit or vegetables that you like and grow them. Try it, see if it works out for you, and if it does, then next year you might want to grow more. So you may ask why I have my garden in such area just around my porch. It's because I'm renting this house, and you see all that yard. If I lived here, I would have it all back there. But since this is not my home, I will only be responsible for replacing the grass right around the patio, and hopefully they appreciate that I did a garden and don't require that I fill it in once I'm gone. So my other thing that I can show you guys, so watermelons. I'm just going to give you guys a peek of my watermelons, and then I'll fill you in on the story about me and watermelons later. So as I said before, these are 4 Oops watermelons that I did not intend on buying, but yeah, they were in one pot and it was 4 of them, and yeah, I thought I was getting cantaloupes and did not. So this right here, this is a watermelon. This is a marigold, French marigold that I did from seed. This is from seed. This was a watermelon from seed, and it is yeah, that's what it's doing. Over here is a peacock watermelon from seed. This was just a bag that I just threw some seeds in, and just like this thing, I threw some seeds in, and you see this watermelon is coming up, and I think that's a sugar baby. I want to say these may be the orange watermelon. I think this is a sugar baby as well. Yeah, so then over here there are 2 watermelons, that one and that one. That's 2 watermelons that I have growing, and this is part of that watermelon too, so I'm assuming that may be 2. Yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. And then here is a bed I made with some 2x4s and this block, and you just put your wood in it, and it contains your soil. You don't have to go buy all this expensive stuff. It wasn't really expensive, but it wasn't a need for me to buy this. Had I seen this first, I would have gone this route around my whole porch. So, and the reason why you see this plastic stuff is because all this greenery to me means bugs, and I'm not crazy about them. You know, I try to stay in my lane, they stay in theirs. Long as they do that, they're fine. But I do know that I have some ants, and it's a lot of them. Do you see them? Can you see them? You see them? Oh, I have something for them. I will shake it on them in a minute. So this watermelon, I mean, jumped up and start to running, and since I want him to go on the vine, I've already took some twine and I have it here, and since I have so many watermelons, I'm gonna have him go to that trellis over there, because they're saying these things can get so long. I'm afraid. That's a watermelon. 2 of those are watermelon. That's a watermelon, and you see this one is praising God. And they say to plant corn with your watermelon because it makes a good trellis. Well, I planted a few. That's the only one that came up. have to give you guys the history I learned with corn. And something, I think it was a bean I was putting in there, and I think it's trying to come up too. So, so let me get something for these worms. So this guy right here, him and I have become great friends. Don't look at the brand per se, but you see that D word? Yeah, that is what you can put around your plant for creepy crawlies, and it does not hurt your plant at all. So I think I got some soil that probably had some ants in it, because after I opened some soil bags, I just had ants everywhere. So I'm just gonna take this. Okay, I'm just gonna hold the camera. They want to be held. So I flip. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this, and it's when I'm blind, and if I can see these ants crawling around, that is a problem. So you put this down. They walk through it, take it back to their nest, and they go night night. And yeah, I'm heavy-handed, so don't follow what I do. Do your own thing. So I just want them all gone. You know, I don't mind a few, but they're over the top. And I'm not trying to really get it on my plants, just around them. I just feel like because I have watermelon here, like if they stay, they might try and get inside my watermelon, and I have a problem with anything messing with my watermelon this year. I'm in a watermelon competition with myself. So this doesn't work immediately. It will. We'll check on that tomorrow, and we'll see the status of where they are. I'm checking this bed to see if I'm having the same problems, and I think I do. But I think I got this from a bag of soil that I purchased that had already had ants in it. I treated this bed. This is my. I treated this bed. I really think somebody's stealing every time they produce a pepper. My little friend is taking them. And I found the pepper up in here, so he's been close and personal. So now where I thought was water making tunnels in my dirt, it scares me that he may be in my plants. What y'all think? No. So other than putting up a gate, I saw some stuff to deter rabbits and deer, but I don't want to hurt the rabbits. I just don't want them in my garden. So here's one of my tomato plants. Now I'm going to be honest, I didn't want my tomato plant growing tomatoes this soon, but it was filled with leaves, and I did not see the tomatoes on there until I cut the leaves, and it was so many tomatoes that I was like, you know what, I'm not getting rid of those tomatoes. So this could be probably a little taller, but this one doesn't have any growth, and they're about the same size, you see. And actually this one is a little taller, but it could be how I planted it too. So those are the big beef tomatoes, and I've never done big tomatoes. I've only done the cherry tomatoes one year, and that's about all that produced was tomatoes. And trust me, they grow and grow and grow. And this is a big beef as well. Indeterminate is when you have a fruit that is continues to produce over and over and over before it dies off. And I guess the mini tomatoes must be determinate, and then I don't know. I don't know. But I know my thing says indeterminate. That's what I do know. What it says. Because I can read. These tomatoes. Okay, everything that I did. And I started from seed. It just makes me proud. I did these from seed as well. Yup. I want y'all to see how big they are, because it's gonna blow your mind after all this rain and the sunshine. It's just like smiles upon them. So this is another tomato. This one is Mr. Strippy. I don't know, never seen it, never heard of it before, but because it was different, I decided to buy it. This one I think is the black cherry. Yeah, black cherry tomato. And I thought for sure I bought another tomato because I wanted some regular sweet. So it may be out here somewhere. Oh, these tomatoes, these are hand started too. Those are yellow tomatoes that grew overnight as well. So I'm gonna have to take them out eventually, and I guess I may have to purchase some more grow bags because I don't have that place. But because I have those cucumbers there, yeah, there's too much green on each other, and that's gonna look scary. So that's gonna be a no. And then this is what the rabbit was gnawing on at first, and it's come back. It's so pretty. Zucchini. I don't eat that either, so my neighbors are gonna be really, really happy. So I know people ask, why are you growing if you don't eat it? Because I like to grow, and I like giving things to my neighbors because they are wonderful to me. How about that? Okay, so that is it for now. I will see you guys on tomorrow. We'll try this again. Hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. Hope you didn't work too hard today at work, and for those who are not working, God bless you. Fam, I'm saying bye for now. You all have a wonderful day.